Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be trying something that I've seen a lot of you guys talk about in the comments, and we've seen, people in Japan topping tournaments with this card in their deck list. Of course, we're going to be talking about Belo Betty. It's what I do. I'm the Belo Betty guy. And that card, of course, is Zeus. The new 2K Zeus that was released in OP-11. I'll show you the card in just a second and we'll jump into the deck list and all that good stuff. Alright, so this here is the deck list that I've cooked, and this of course is the Zeus here. So what this is a 2-cost 2K counter. On play, you may add the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand, KO a character with a cost of 5 or less. The reason people run this, right, is probably some kind of anti-starve, right? You can anti-starve with it, and it's also a 2K, so you just, it's fine. And then you can deal with things like blockers and stuff when pushing for things like lethal. However, the reason I wouldn't run this card personally is because it's not a revolutionary army type, right? So you can't discard it for leader effect. You can't play it out with things like the Ivankovs or Koalas and stuff like that. And it also doesn't have a trigger, so you can't even boost it while it's on the field. Like, you're literally using 2 Dawn and a life card to KO a thing, and it's like, I don't think it's going to be that good. However, we're going to try it today. The only thing I did with my list, right, was I took out the other 3 2Ks that I usually have in this spot, put in these 3, and we're going to see how it works, and if I'll even be able to play the guard. I have a hard time seeing what matchups this is good in, but we're going to run it and see how strong it can be. All right, so we're up against Shanks here. Pretty interesting. It could be relevant here. Oh, yeah, well, this is just ass, right? Because imagine if this was an actual turn 2 play or turn 1 play. I'd be so good. I'll still keep it though. I think this is fine. We'll just have to pass on 2, which is a little bit cringe. That we're doing pretty good. Take this hit. And we will... Yes, it's like I could Zeus here, but like, really, what's the point? I think what we're gonna do is we're going to... Yeah, we're just gonna swing 5. He's just gonna use leader effect. And we're gonna just do this. The Lindbergh out. Pass. Depending on what he has here, we can still pop the Hongo with the Lindbergh next turn. Oh, he's gonna pop this, it seems. I'll take this 5 as well. Not really scared right now of anything. It was gonna be Marco. That's pretty sweet play on his end. We'll go Ivankov here into another Ivankov. We'll boost, get rid of the... I would love to get rid of the Zeus right now. But I guess I'll get rid of the Morley's. Beat out one of the Inazuma so that we can swing into this for free. For a good value. Defense it, interesting. I'll go 6 into it then. And then I will cheat out one of the Morleys, and we'll also swing 8 here. Not looking too good right now, if I'm being honest. Like, yes, our board is huge, but like, if he just swings both face here, then like, we're literally dead the next turn, and we have nothing. Luckily, he doesn't do that. He's gonna go into the Ivankov. I think I'm gonna have to let everything go here, because frankly, I need the cards in my hand. There's an argument to defend there with the Zeus, but I'm gonna opt not to. This is probably Beckman. Maybe Newgate. That's a little bit annoying, but it's also not the end. We do have the reducer, but we're gonna start with the 5 cost here. We're gonna go into Betty. We have some choices here. We have a lot of 2Ks here. I think I'm gonna grab the Inazuma because I can use that next turn to pop off. Actually, because we have these suits here, we're actually in a pretty fucking bad spot. Because I'm basically forced to discard this Inazuma now because I don't have anything else. We'll go 6 into the Newgate here. If there's one thing I've learned about Newgate, is that you cannot let this thing sit on the board. You actually cannot. But yeah, Zeus right now is being pretty damn bricky, if I'm being honest. Next turn, I literally be in a position where I can't do anything because I need to get rid of these Zeus, right? But we are able to completely board wipe him here, which is really good. We have these if he tries to block her up, but yeah, I guess the good thing about these, right, is that they can actually play around Lucky Roo pretty well. But it's going to be Beckman and not Lucky Roo here. It's going to be an Uta. It's going to be a 6k swing into one of these, and we'll defend that with one of the Zeus. Okay, he's going to building. Oh, wow. Yeah, so he's going to actually be able to get rid of that. That's pretty nice. But he's very low in hand now. Oh, that's a really nice draw. But the fact we have nothing to play off it. So we will need to pop something here. And we didn't. And now we're in a bad spot. I'll discard the koala. We'll boost. And we will go 6k face. We'll go 7k face. We'll go 7k face again. And then we will go... he'll defend that. Okay, we'll go 8k face. Takes. Alright, so... he's now 10 Dawn. We have one blocker. We have decent amount of counter. He shouldn't be able to kill us this turn. Which means we hopefully can kill him next turn, depending on if he decides to block her up and stuff. But we do have the Zeus's here for if he tries to block her up. But it is going to... okay, this is interesting. But I don't think he has enough to get rid of my board here. See, we're looking at 7-7. I think I'm going to opt to defend this swing. Because that's the easiest swing to defend, actually. And I'm going to defend this as well, I think. Yeah, I will. And we just gotta hope that we don't top deck into our last Zeus here. If we do, I think we're cooked. If we don't, we should win. I'm gonna play an Uta and find it another 2k. It's pretty good. But we do find a Rev Army card here anyways. So we're gonna split our Dawn here. So it's 8, 9, 9. So 8, we should have lethal here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we do in fact have... oh, actually, he did have that one Dawn. But this 9 should still connect. And so should the next one. It's definitely not guaranteed lethal here. Like he could have, because he has leader effect here, right? So all he needs is 4k counter. But he did not have that, so we win that. But it was a pretty weird game. And we didn't get to use the Zeus, but it did feel like a liability in hand, but also as a good option in case he would have blocked it up. And it did his job as a 2k, I guess. All right, so we're up against green-purple Luffy here. And I guess in this matchup, Zeus can actually get some value in, because he can actually pop the Sanji Puddings. Of course, unless this guy has stage. I'll play out the one here. Pass. We have a pretty good curve here. We're doing all right for sure. Let's see what he has here on 3. Just a searcher and a chopper. Okay. I'll take this. Another Ivankov is pretty good. We're gonna go pretty standard route here. Get out the Lindbergh. I should have actually waited with getting Lindbergh out, because then he might not have blocked with this chopper. But now he's definitely gonna block with the chopper, so that I don't get to pop it with my Lindbergh on next turn. That was me playing a little bit too fast, but maybe it's fine. Maybe he doesn't block this. He doesn't block this. Okay, nice. Go straight to counter step here. You guys can't see that, but okay. So that makes me think that he has a way of dealing with my Lindbergh, probably East Blue Zoro. But realistically, if he plays East Blue Zoro now, we could still counter, and he'd be in a pretty awkward spot. He'd have to be like East Blue Zoro and leader effect. But exactly, it's just going to be Sanji Pudding, which means he's only going up to 3 with leader effect, which means no East Blue Zoro, which means you should definitely have blocked with the chopper that turn before. He is not going to use leader effect here, which means we're gonna absolutely pop off right now. We'll cheat out another Lindbergh, cheat out a Karasu. We'll swing 8, pop his chopper, swing 7 with lead, swing 8 with Ivankov. He's gonna be down to 1. At the very least, you know, counters this 7 maybe, but he's gonna be down to 1 anyways. And he'll be in a very bad spot where he has to swing into these, and he'll still have 3 characters to deal with. Which means his only play next turn is going to be Rush Luffy, which, because we have a 2k in hand, should be enough. He'll go to 7. He'll play it down. He has 1 down left. Use the leader effect, resends 2, so he can swing like 6, 7, 9, 9. But I can counter the 6, which means he would have to swing 7, 7, 8, 8. And even then, that's like we literally have to get like no counter or like 1k counter out of our entire life. And even if it's the first one, we're still good to go. He's gonna play a Sword Zero here, probably in hopes to find like a giant or something, but he finds the Luffy Taro, which is like the worst thing he could have found right there. So we're looking fine. I'll see what he does here. He is gonna use leader effect, bring himself down to up to 6, and have 6 down remaining here. This could be multiple blockers or a giant, but it is gonna be Rush Luffy, which I'm not sure what bro's plan here is, because now you can't restand it, and like you're getting my board either way. It's an interesting way of going about it. And you only have 4 cards and no Dawn up for giant. I have 4 swings, one of them being a Karasu. That is going to be GG no matter how you look at it. So we'll do just that. We'll start here. We'll start with the 9k Karasu swing, 9k to 5k. Takes. We go 9k again. He probably loses already here. Yeah, like we have so much shit, dude. Okay, well, again, Zeus here didn't really like do anything, right? But he is in the deck, but he's just not here. Which I guess is fine. That's just a favorite matchup either way. But I doubt I would have played Zeus there anyways, right? I had a really good curve. All right, we're up against Smoker here. We'll go second. Wow, okay, this is just nuts. Yeah, I think Zeus, like I'm trying to find matchups where Zeus will be relevant. Like here, you could have used Zeus to pop the Smoker, but we just bottom deck to Zeus. We'll grab the Russian Asuma. I'll grab the 5 cost Ivankov here. I don't think the game's not gonna last long enough for this to be relevant, but it is nice to have as an option. We're gonna take this, we're gonna draw 2 cards. Very, very insane start here. Does have the Baccarat, which is pretty good on his end. But, I mean, we're just being very aggressive here, right? We don't have the Karasu, which is a little bit sad, but we do have Lindbergh. We're gonna go 5-5-5. Yeah, don't, like, again, like here, there wouldn't be a time to play Zeus here, because I'm using all my Dawn to curve out. Same next turn, like next turn I'll be using this, so there won't be Dawn to play Zeus there. And the turn after, where I'm hitting 8, like I'd probably really rather play Sabo, heal like Karasu, do some wacko stuff there, rather than play the Zeus there too. Like I have a hard time seeing the utility for Zeus, if I'm being honest. Like I get that it might be relevant sometimes. Like I could have dealt with this like instantly if I played Zeus now, right? But like, is that really even worth it? Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm actually just gonna go for him this turn. Don't think I have anything to worry about here, so we're gonna do one of these cheeky plays. Like, yeah, I could have played a 5 cost here, but I think literally this is just better. Wish I had a reducer right now. Pop the blocker. But we're gonna just try to get some 2Ks out of his hand here. And if he doesn't have a 2K here, he's kind of fucked. Oh, right, he has Baccarat. Lol. Okay, well, we made him use Baccarat effect. Takes that. Takes that. I'll hit him with an 8 as well. These are all out of range because this is 4K because of his leader effect, which is a little bit annoying. Takes that one too. I will simply go 8 here just in hopes that he blocks here and doesn't have counter. Because I still think we have him. Yeah, he just surrendered. He could have countered easily, but like next turn, what is he doing, right? Realistically. He would have had a holy turn, but even then he still doesn't have enough to do. We didn't have a 2K, but he doesn't know that. We had we had only triggers in our life this game, and 2 of them were Sabo. That's disgusting. All right, we're up against the best deck in the game. Blue, purple, Luffy. We're going to go second. This is a great hand normally, but I'm going to mulligan to try and find Zeus, because I'm tired of not finding him. But again, no Zeus here. It's hard to find games where it's like he comes up, right? Like that's my thing. Because like you have to first draw him, and then you have to find a moment to play him. And at that point, you know, has he even served a purpose, right? Like, is that even worth it? Would I not just rather play a better utility 2K? Hence, pretty good here. Really happy about the Karasu in hand here. It lets me swing at him. Get some resources out of his hand. A little worried for next turn. If he finds double ramp next turn, he can still do things very much. But usually the way this matchup works is if I just see anything, then I kind of win. And it seems like he's trying to starve me, which is interesting. I guess that's fine. I just don't think it's enough. And it's going to be a Nami here instead of ramping, which is really good for us. Because, yeah, the slower he hits 9 mom, the better. He's going to get to, you know, cycle out of his hand a little bit, get rid of some bricks, which is good for him. He's going to send them both to bottom. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually. I'm actually going to use this first. There's a Zeus, but we'll grab Karasu here. It's on his leader. We'll use leader effect. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Ivankov. And we're going to grab a 6-cost Koala for next turn. And instead, we're just going to get rid of this Inazuma. I'm going to swing 8 into 4. And we're going to swing 6 into 4, and then we're going to swing... Actually, I should have used this first, just in case of a red rock trigger. 6 into 4. He's going to use gear 2. We're going to swing 8 into 4. He's going to take. And then we're going to pass. There it is. Well, it was there, the red rock trigger. Okay. Well, could have been worse then. We only got rid of a Karasu now. If he had hit this, we would have been fucked. But, like, yeah, he can go board now, but that's fine. We have the koala for next turn, so we'll be able to go wide. Not sure what he's going to do this turn. Probably Red Rock or like God Thread or something. Some sort of removal for these two. Otherwise, I just think he loses. He can have everything here. I'm opting to give him everything here. Gonna be Katakuri. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, to be fair. To be fair. He could have also hit 9 with this, actually. Forgot about that. But we're chilling. Okay, here's Zeus. Okay. I'm actually going to use Zeus here. Just because I want to try using the card. Take our top life. We'll pop his Nami. Do I push now? Like, that's the thing. Do I push? He has no Dawn up. We have enough swings. Problem is, are they big enough? I'm gonna start by doing this search. No, I'm not gonna do that. Is it Koala here? Or push? I think I'm gonna push, dude. Fuck this. I can't even boost this Zeus. We'll go 9, 9, 10. Takes the first. See what he does here. He probably doesn't have enough here, it looks like. Which is weird. Yeah. He was just short. That's a little bit rough. If he had just not attached here, he would have had enough for this giant and we would be in a decent spot. But he didn't have anything. We take those. Zeus technically won us that game, right? Can I stop recording now? Can I end this video? Fuck that card. Alright, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm not on Zeus, okay? I don't like Zeus. I like my list 100% Rev Army. I don't think Zeus is a good card. I can see the utility, but I just don't think it's worth the slot. I think there are much better things to keep in that slot. I would much rather just play Promo Sabo. The 2K Promo Sabo is just infinitely better, and I can actually think of multiple situations where that card is relevant, unlike Zeus. So yeah, not gonna get into my list anytime soon, unless anybody is able to prove me otherwise. It's not hitting my list. Other than that, if you like this type of video, please like it and subscribe as well if you want to see more. But I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.